Hey there, Brandon Figure here. What we got in front of us is 1989 Batman from Hot Toys, and this is a 2.0 version. So they updated a lot of things in this figure. They updated the bodysuit, they updated the ratcheted joints, they updated the cowl and the face plates, and the cape. So almost the whole figure is redone, basically. But only the cowl is completely brand new. So anyway, as soon as I took the figure out of the box, the very first thing that strikes out to me is the smell of this figure. Like, it smells like a brand new shoe. You know that smell? Like, if you go into a shoe store and there's this brand new rubber smell, that's what it smells like from this figure. It's weird. It's interesting, but yeah. Anyway, so another thing that strikes out to me is the size, and honestly, I do like the size, but this figure has too many problems, and we'll go over that in this video. All right, let's look at the size of this figure. Let me go a little higher. Okay. He stands at around, not counting the ears, at around 1 foot tall. A little over 1 foot tall, so like about 12.5 inches. About a little less than 12.5 inches. So if you count the ears, it goes way up to 13 inches. So yeah, it's a big guy, big figure. Now let's do some comparisons. I don't, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of 1/6 scale figures. All I have is my custom Superman, which I made a couple years ago, which it says it's ball jointed. It's put together. It's put together with strings, and this the custom. Everything, the whole figure, including the suit, is custom. I made it all, like, from scratch. So anyway, it's not about Superman. I'll go over this later in the future. But right now, I'm just doing some comparison between the two. And this is my custom Superman. He can't stand on his own because it's handmade, So yeah, I made this, and the scale is not bad. It's not bad. I think Keaton looks a little big. I don't know. I'm borrowing my daughter's doll, which is the Barbie Ken doll. Like I said, I don't have any other 1/6 scale figures. I can't say anything bad about the scale because I just don't have other 1/6 scale figures, Okay, this is my entire Keaton collection. This one is Hot Toys. This one is Beast Kingdom, Batman Returns. And this one is Michael Keaton, 89 Batman from McFarlane. I would say all of them look pretty good, but I think this one looks like way off. That one looks way worse. It looks way off. This is the most accurate right here. I hate the capes. All three of them have the worst capes. Just really bad capes. Yes, I'm saying Hot Toys is not good. It looks too much like Batman Begins. So I don't like the cloth material. It looks nothing like leather at all to me. So anyway, this one has the correct texture of the leathery look. It has the right texture. It's just it's not, it's not a very good cape in general. So anyway, there you have it. All of them stacked up next to each other. Personally, if I had to choose, I really like Beast Kingdom the best. That's only because it looks like Keaton right here. So I like this one more, the best. Alright, want to show you what they look like without the capes covering them up. So yeah, there you go. I think Hot Toys just looks way too buff, in my opinion. The texture is not too bad, but I just don't like the body type. I don't think he looks like that in the movie. Okay, now I want to go over the articulation. And the first thing I'm going to do is start with the head. Let's just see what it looks like when it moves. He kind of looks up this far. You can tell by the chest right here. And it's a little gappy. See? But he does look up quite a bit. There you go. He looks up pretty good. It's a pretty good range for that. And then he looks down about this far. Right? He looks down that far, which is really good. And this is the normal position. Now, he looks cool in this lighting, honestly. It looks pretty cool. But anyway, so he turns. He does turn, but I don't want to turn too far. But he turns like this. And then turns another way. Like this. Right? And side to side, not much. Just static. Okay, now I'm going to take this off because I want to show you how the eyes move. It's considered articulation with the eyes. So I have to take this off to show you. It's hard to take off. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So I got this off and you can see there's a little, like a USB plank kind of thing. It's not USB, but it looks like it. And it has a little thing on the top to click to pop on. And there's a cape. It comes off. Now you can see inside this ball joint in here. It moves like a lot of range. So it goes forward, back, side, side. I mean, yeah. So it's pretty cool. Now, you can see I moved the eyes. And now when you look inside, let me take this off. And take this off by pushing from the inside. And that's the faceplate, right? You can see there's, I don't know, maybe you can see it. See it down there? These are ball sockets. And they do move. And so I use my finger, basically, my pinky finger. It fits right in, and I can move the eyes like that. It goes up this far. It goes that side. It looks very realistic, those eyes. Wow, it's really creepy realistic. It's amazing. Yeah. And this side too, you can move around with your finger even. I think there's a tool for that. So it's guaranteed you will never be able to break it because it's separate. You know, the original release, it had both at the same time, and you move on the back, and there's a door, like a little door on the back, and you take that door off, and they move it like with one switch. There was one switch, and you move it, and that one like kind of risked breaking the parts inside because they were so small. So they went with this design, which is guaranteed to never break ever again. So Yeah. There you go. And then there. It looks so real, man. It's crazy. And then I can put this back on. Like that. It plugs right back on. And then now I want to show the articulation without the cape. So putting this back on, and you can hear the snap. And sorry, I forgot. Okay, so I forgot how big this guy is, so the camera is not. Okay, so now you can see the whole body without the cape. Now I'm gonna start with the arms. Sorry. You start the arms. Arms go up this far. And you see a lot of bunching in the shoulders. See, there's a lot of bunching there. Not very good looking at all. But good news is the cape will cover that, so you won't see that. And it's very soft. This rubber is really, really soft. It's very pliable, so nothing to worry about that. It goes up this far, right? And the suit, unfortunately, is fighting with the articulation. And there's no ratchet in those shoulders. So I can't keep him up like here and stay post. I can't. Because he's gonna... The suit is pulling it down. And now this goes up a little bit like this. As far as I can go. Right? Let me try another one. I can feel it, a ratchet in here, just very small, but hardly anything. Let me try this side. Oh, there is a ratchet in this side. Okay, there you go. Now this holds up, but this one doesn't. Oh, it does. But you just have to find a spot. But it really stretches. It bunches so much in that area. You can see the shoulders is bunching here and here. It's a very thick material. Now it just goes back, straight back down. You see that? See? It's fighting it. I don't like that. Let me move it up. This guy cannot stand on his own, so I have to put it down so you can see everything. There you go. That's better. So yeah, he's fighting it. It's not staying fixed in place sometimes. So yeah, there's a ratchet in there. Just very little though. And it goes up and it goes back. There's a ratchet back there too, but it's fighting it. See? I hate it. Now, it does have a little bit of butterfly joint. It goes back this far. Right? It goes back this far. And forward this far. And there's a bunching in the shoulders. It's not too bad though. But it's really interesting that it can do that. And now, the arms, the elbows, goes about this far. And it's pretty good right now. But I don't know how long it's gonna last over the years, you know. Also forgot to show you the elbow swivel or bicep swivel. It goes this far, right? All the way over here. And then it goes all the way in this way. This is like that. There you go. There's the gauntlets, and they move around freely. I don't think it's connected. I mean, I don't think it's glued on the thing. Let me take this off. I want to see. See? It's very loose. It gets off very, very easily. I wish it's not the case, but yeah. And you can see it goes all the way down here. There's no sense in doing that because the clubs are going to be right there. Okay, let's put this back on. And then, yeah, I did the elbows. And now the hands, they do move. They move this way, and full 360 swivel. And they pop off very easily, though. Like that. It's not bad, but you can see right here. See the joint inside? Look how small that is. It is very tiny, so be very careful when you handle this. So it's even worse because this thing keeps moving back and forth and it doesn't stay fixed in place, you know. Okay. And now the chest. Now the chest, side to side, I don't think he can actually do side to side at all. I don't feel it. I don't want to break it. I just spent $300 on this thing. So he can't really do side to side at all. And it arches back, it has a ratchet. So it arches back this far. And then ab crunch, whoops, this far. And this faceplate keeps falling off that easily. I mean, $300 for this. Keep that in mind. So it takes two points going backwards. So 2 of them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. It's 4 points in the front and 2 in the back. And the rubber is very, very soft. You can see how soft that is. And it looks pretty good. I like how that looks. I like how it's ratcheted. Just to make sure it stays in place. It's nice. I like that. I just don't like the shoulders. Yeah, don't like that. And then there's a swivel. It does have a swivel, but it goes this far. That's it. And then another one. That's it. It's not like hardly anything. He keeps fighting. It's not staying in place. That far, that's it. Well, that sucks. Okay, so the belt, it articulates a little bit. It slides around. I don't know if this one slides too. Let me see. Yeah, it does slide a little bit. And this one slides. This one slides, maybe. Yes, I don't want to break it, but I just want to keep it fixed in place. So yeah, this one slides more easily though, so that's good. Because that's for like his grappling hook, and you put it on there like that. I'll show you later in the accessories department. Okay, let's see. So it goes the legs. It has a ratchet a little bit, very soft ratchet. It's not strict like this one. It's a little softer in the hips. Okay, it's fighting it.
See? So it just stays like this. So if you want him to do a kick, forget about it. He's not going to be able to do it. He's fighting it. See? It's because of that thick rubber suit. Here's another one. If you do both, he can't. So you can't have him do the side kick kind of thing. So that's too bad. And then he kicks back. There's a ratchet for kicking back. He kicks back this far, which is pretty good. And now he kicks up this far. It's fighting it too. You can't stay in place right here. If I let go, see? So that sucks. And then the knees, it looks really weird, and it bunches up quite a bit. Looks like that. Okay. It's very soft. It hardly feels like a ratchet, but it's there. It's just very, very soft. Right now, you can hear a little bit of it. Right? It's very little. It's very, very soft, though. And the feet goes down like this. And then up like this. Which is pretty good. But they are hard to stand. And then there's a little bit of ankle pivot. Like that. Ankle pivot. I don't want to do too much because it's a lot of money. It's expensive. So no toe hinges. I don't feel anything. It's just hard plastic. So if I try to stand them up, like this, he keeps falling. See? If I shake it, it's okay, but yeah, he does fall. So just be careful with that. And use the crotch grabber. Use the crotch grabber stand to make sure he never falls. And then the thigh swivel, he has to. I'm going to show you with the knees bent so you can see thigh swivel here and about this far. So that's the thigh swivel. And he does have boost swivel here all the way 360. That's it. I want to show you the part about the wrist joint. Let me get closer. See the wrist joint, it keeps popping off easy. It's not letting me do, let me take this off. And there was another reviewer that had this figure and he broke the hand off. I think I know why. It's because this part right here is really, really tight. It's not willing to do the swivel in this area. Wrist swivel. See, it's very, very tight. And I think I'm gonna have to do something about that. Warm it up or something and put like silicone shock oil in there to make sure it's as soft as possible, because this is really unbelievably tight, and that's not good. But it's such tiny joints at all. So let me show you another one. It's tight too. So yeah, gotta have to warm up both hands and both wrists and make sure to add silicone shock oil in those wrists. They are so small. So
Okay, I want to say that I finally fixed the problem with the wrist joints. And man, it was a pain to get them out and try to get the silicone shock oil into those joints, both of them, because they were both very, 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 very tight. This is way worse. This was not bad to take off, much easier to fix, but this one was like mangled. It was just, I had to use pliers and really squeeze it really hard to pull it out, because the wrist joints were jammed way too far into the forearms. So because the wrist joint was so tight, I had to pull it really hard with my pliers, and because it was so tight, it pulled the whole forearm out of the elbow peg, and because it was just so tight, it was too tight and too jammed too far into the forearm. You'll see it's much easier, and I can move it around. And then there's another one that's also just as easy. Like that. Like that. It's much easier. I couldn't do that earlier in the video, if you notice that. So now I fixed those things. Now I'm a little happier, but I'm still not happy that I have to do this. Especially on a figure that's freaking expensive, like $300. I mean, they should at least make sure the joints are functioning properly. I mean, it's kind of weird that they offered spare joints for these wrists. I find it very odd that they did that. It's like they knew these things would be like a pain, like they would break, they would break because they are so tight. Yeah, I know I'm showing the diagonal pose here, but I just want to show you the full body here. I want to talk about Sculpt and Paint. And when it comes to Sculpt and Paint, I think this figure is pretty good, but also way off, right? It looks like, I mean, it's hard to explain. I'll explain in more in detail. I'm gonna start with the head. So let me pop this head off. I'm gonna put the body down here, and I want to show you the face. Now, when it comes to a neutral head, I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. It does look good. It looks like Keaton in a way, but it looks off by like a millimeter. It's hard to explain, but it does look like him, right? So it's just hard to explain. I think his lips are too flat, and also I think there's a little bit of gap right here. You can see there's a little bit of gap, so maybe that's why it looks off. The lips look too low on the face, probably because of that gap going on. I think the eyes look very, very good. It's so realistic, almost scary realistic. And his eye color, they're supposed to be blue green mix, kind of like my eye color. I actually have blue and green mix color. Michael Keaton has kind of like a blue and green color eyes. And let's see. And there have been some complaints about the eye holes by not being in the correct shape. These eye holes should have like more like an inverted triangle look, because it does not give off that vibe here, and it needs to sit a little lower on the face. But those eyes are just really good, man. Really love those.
It looks like Keaton. If you look up close, though, it does look like Keaton. Just far away, though, the Keaton likeness is gone. So I think it's something to do with the lips. The paint application on the lips are wrong or something like that. I think that's what happened. So the head cowl, the cowl, of the head, it looks amazing. Absolutely spot on. I love the texture of the cowl. It looks so accurate. It's so crazy. Really love that. And I love the bat symbol here. And this is actually way more accurate than the first version, the older version. This 2.0, they got this bat symbol right. So yeah, it looks really good too. Just wish they did something with the Keaton likeness a little more. Just worked a little more on the Keaton likeness. I think his lips, honestly, they need to be moved upwards a little bit. Maybe do some comparison shots on this side so you can see. And then I'm gonna try to do the side shot so you can see if it's accurate. Let me move the lighting to this side. You can see the eyes better. Okay. See, there's a gap going on over there. It drives me nuts. So anyway, so that's what it looks like. The side profile. Okay, that's it for the head. But I do think the head looks really good. If you cast a light overhead like this, it looks really good. It looks like Keaton in certain angles, like right here, or it has to show those nasolabial folds, the smiling wrinkles. Because if it's not obvious, it's not Keaton. You know what I mean? So it needs to show that, those smiling wrinkles. So that's why sometimes it doesn't look like him from certain angles. So if you get him like in that angle right here, kind of, then you get that Keaton likeness right there. See what I mean? It's all about the smiling wrinkles when it comes to Michael Keaton, Batman. Now let's talk about the cape. Okay, I'm gonna say it right off the bat. I hate this cape. It looks like crap. It's not bad, but I still hate it. I think it really amplifies the figure. It really completes the figure, this cape. When it comes to Batman, he needs to have a really, really good cape, and they fumbled to the ball on this release when it comes to the cape. I mean, it's got the tailoring done right. It's very nice. I like that. But the wiring is too thin. It's too weak. And now it's not holding the cape like it is supposed to. It's a nice cape, but I don't like the texture of this cape, right? It does not look like leather, especially with that texture going on, that avocado texture on the bodysuit. It's too intense. It's too much texture, too grainy. So related to that, this cape now looks smooth. It looks like cloth compared to this, right? So it doesn't help, especially with this cowl right here, which clearly shows texture. Those bumpy textures all over. Look at the bumpy, look how bumpy that is. And it looks more bumpy than the cape. It's not supposed to be like that, right? So a custom cape will have to happen. So I'll have to think about that. But it does look good like this, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Now the belt, I gotta say the belt looks good. But I don't like those capsules. I don't like how thick they are. But I mean, I guess it's okay. As long as they slide across like this, so you can put that grappling hook on there. So I can't really complain. Let's see what else I want to talk about. The gauntlet and the gloves look really good, and he's got sharp, spikes on one side, and it looks very accurate. And I like the wrinkles and the lines. It really takes me back, all that texture detail. This is the most noticeable right here. Those lines running across on the gloves. Like if you see this anywhere else, you'll be like, oh, the Michael Keaton gloves. It's really noticeable. Same thing with the boots. If anyone else wears boots, other than Batman, you're always gonna think of those as Batman boots. So they are very recognizable. And about the belt, the color of the belt is actually pretty good. I thought it's too bright and yellow from the pictures, but now that I have it in hand, it's actually not that bad. It's not doing it, the camera is not doing it any favors, because it changes color, and it's not accurately, it's not accurate as, with your own eyes. And when I'm seeing it, the way I'm seeing it with my own eyes, this is actually the correct color. It's actually a good color. So I'm actually happy with the color of the belt. And there's some very subtle shading in the belt buckle. You can't see it through the camera, but with my own eyes, I can see it. So yeah, that's good. The yellow on the bat symbol, it's actually pretty nice. It's not neon yellow, it's just yellow. It looks good. I honestly, I like it. It looks good. So yeah, there's that, and it's got treads on the bottom of the boots, and yeah, a lot of texture, the avocado texture of the bodysuit. This bodysuit it's not bad when you're comparing it to, the cowl. It's pretty much the same texture, almost. You see? It looks very similar. It's just the cape that does not fit on this figure. So I need to find a custom cape that has a very intense, grainy, leathery look on the cape. That's the one I want on this figure.
However, the avocado texture is completely inaccurate to the movie. I mean, it's kind of cool with this texture. It kind of looks like, it kind of makes him look like a gargoyle, but it doesn't fit Batman, right? It's not him, you know what I mean? In the movie, he had a much smoother chest piece, like a chest armor, muscle armor. It looks better in the movie, right? So it is supposed to look exactly like that movie. So I don't know why they did what they did. The muscles on his chest look way too flat. So I don't know what they were thinking.
This area, the smoother area right here, there's a grainy texture here, and the smoother one. See the smoother one? That is supposed to be cloth, right? Not rubber. It's supposed to be cloth material. Cloth material that's that kind of has a leathery look to it, but not really. That's what they should do with this. Same thing with the arms here. You can see the arms. They should have cut that out and put it on like cloth piece. Same thing with the side right here. Look at the side. Look at the side. That should be cloth right here. Should be cloth. This should be cloth. This one right here should be cloth. I guarantee you it will move so much better than what I got right here. So much better. So I'm really disappointed they didn't do that. Maybe they will do it again on a 3.0, and there's time they'll actually update the bodysuit. And me being a sucker for 89 will still buy the 3.0. But for now, I think I'm gonna have to stick with this for now, as a placeholder until something better comes along. You know, until a better 89 figure comes along of this scale. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay, now I want to talk about the cape. This cape is too thick because it's a double ply. They should have offered a drape cape along with the wired one. All I got is the wired version. And even the wired cape can't hold the pose. So what's the point of this cape? It's just so bad. This cape is everything to this particular Batman. And they could have just put a little more effort in the cape as they did with the cowl. So I don't know why they did what they did. This is a complete dud when it comes to a cape. And now I have to look for a custom cape that does way better job by draping like it should and giving it a correct texture to match with the body. You know, because the avocado body, you need a really, really grainy looking texture of the cape. So I'm really disappointed with that.
Okay, so I just want to show you what the box looks like here. And this consists of a ton of accessories. Of course, it comes with the figure. So with this box, from what I've learned, the deluxe version looks very different compared to this. This is the regular standard version. I did not get the deluxe version because I don't care about the base, and honestly, I don't have any room for that. So that's why I got the standard version. And it's pretty much the exact same figure. It's just, standard version. And you can see the back. It has the back cave and all that. And the names on the back and the credits. And the logo right here. And then the one on the bottom as well. And this one is, it's got bumps, like 3D sculpted bumps on there. As you can see through the lighting, you can see. So there's texture on the symbols, and that's very cool in my opinion. It's really cool. And so it slides off like this. And that reveals all the accessories in there. Okay, so it shows the weapons, or whatever you call them. Yeah, I think they're weapons. So these are like they're not deadly to people. They're just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I would just call them weapons. So anyway, yeah, there's a bat symbol on the side. There's all the accessories inside the box. So it's very cool. Okay, let's talk accessories. What I got here that comes with the Batman 89 is all these little accessories. Right? I'm not gonna bother showing each and every one of them. Just the important ones. These are some good looking hands. Great looking hands. And there's the grappling hook. And These are smoke bombs. And these are from a deleted scene. He used this for like some kind of a commercial or something. I don't know. And this one is I have no idea what this is. And there's the batarang with the rope. And here's this shoe. Yeah, really weird. But it's there. And then the base plates. And then the stand, the crotch scrapper. You need this. So it's good to have that. And then this diorama base. I wouldn't call it a base diorama. It's just a basic, Batman base. It looks very nice though. I like the shape of it. It looks very nice. And it says Batman on here. Batman TM. So that's all the accessories. Okay, so I want to go over the accessories. This guy can't stand on his own, really. So I have to hold him up. What I'm going to do is take the head off. And I want to show you the tool I use that you can use. It's tight. Hold on. If you're thinking of animating the eyes for Batman, forget about it. Because it's really hard to take it off. So it's not as easy. So anyway, you can use this tool, right? Use this tool, push this out. Like that. That's what this is for. Right? And this one, use this little peg right here. See this little peg? Go in here and fit on the eye socket. It will actually move. Hold on, let me see. I want you to see. Okay. See, I can move it with this stick. And yeah, so that's cool. I got different face plates. And this one here, that looks like Keaton right there. That looks a lot like Keaton. Looks really good. I like that. There's a Napoleon Dynamite facial expression, which is very weird. He looks like a bunny. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Honestly, it looks really, really weird. That does not look like Keaton at all. A neutral expression. That, honestly, that looks like Keaton too. So, it looks good. Yeah. Have these rods. And in my opinion, these rods are too long. And they're just flat. They're just standard rods. It just doesn't work that way, but whatever. And you stick those in here. In the little slot. Like a little, looks like a little pocket here. Like that. And then another one. Go down. And you would need those hands to hold it. It's such a pain to swap the hands because of these squishy rubber piece of bodysuit. So it's not letting me hold solid, like on anything solid. If if I pinch on this part right here, it's more solid, it's easier to put it on. See? But problem is, I want this gauntlet on, and it keeps doing this. It's really frustrating. I have to really pinch on this one. Oh my gosh. It's not letting me. But hopefully I got it in. Yeah. Ridiculous. So yeah, there's, and then I have to use the other. See, this is why I wanted like glued on that forearm, so it doesn't fall off. So there's this one. Okay, I think I got that in. And then you just hold this rod into here. And you can see just how this rod is just too long. It needs to be like at least half, almost a little half, like right here. It's just too long. So now he looks ridiculous. So I have to bend it and then put it in. Okay, there you go. And then just hold it up. It just looks weird when he does it. It's not as natural as he would have done it in the movie. He holds it up like that, right? And I have to do the other one. Bend his arm. It's so dumb. These gripping hands, they're not gripping like they're supposed to, because these last two fingers, they're completely sculpted onto the palm. There's no opening in that area. See? There's no opening. There's no hole in there. It's completely closed. So this rod can only go down two fingers, then that's it. It doesn't, not all four fingers are holding it in. Let me show you. What a pain. See, it stops right there. That's it. That is just ridiculous, man. What a waste of money. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Oh my goodness, it is so dumb. Let me twist it around here like this. That one twisted. I think it works this way. So you can't see this stupid rod sticking out. So there you go. There you have it. And you put that mask on. Alright. So there you have it. Like that. It looks terrible, man. Terrible. It looks cool from the back, but not the front. Here's the catch. You can't keep his arms all the way up because his suit is fighting it. It's pushing it down. So it's not as cool as I would want it. So it's not very dynamic, you know. That sucks. I can literally do this without the rods. This is what it looks like without the rods. I got the rods out. See? It's because of the wiring. So it kind of helps a little bit. And now it looks even better. So what's the point of these stupid little rods here? What's the point? And now we have the grappling hook. This hook right here, it does not come out. I don't think it does. I don't want to break it. So if I get closer, you'll see that it's not a separate piece in there. Right? You see that hook? It looks like it's a separate piece, but it looks glued in. Look how shiny that part is around the rod. The silver rod up the arrow or whatever you call that thing, it's clear that they glued it together. So I'm not gonna bother trying to pull this thing out. I can pull this out. Okay, so basically this comes out easily. Okay, so he comes out this way. All right. So it pops out. It's supposed to be a string in here that's connected to this. And this one, it folds like that. Okay, that makes sense. It goes in like this. And then, yeah, and then it goes like that. Gotcha. And then when he closes it, it goes like this, and there should be a string coming out. I don't think we have a string. I mean, it's supposed to be like a really thin wire. They should have offered that with the beaker, because that would have looked pretty cool. And I think it's magnetic. Let me try it. Try this side. It's not magnetic. Put it on this belt right here. I have to do it very carefully so I don't break the little pieces. Okay, I got that. So that's in, and you can see the little rod on the bottom. Right, you see the little rod on the bottom. So you stick this thing up, push it up like this. There you have it. It's like that. Wait. It looks so dumb, man. So dumb. Hold on, I'm not doing it right. So yeah, it gets hooked on there and it's wobbly and stuff, so it's kind of stupid. It's pretty freaking stupid. And it looks like I damaged a piece. You can, like a top part of the belt. Let me get closer so you can see. Look at that. Look at that dent on there. Wow, it really damaged it. Look at that scratch on here. See that? And then another one over here. Now I'm kind of pissed. And now I have this little accessory, which is the zip line tool. Wow. There. So I got that zip line tool right here. This is what it looks like. And it opens up. I can use this, and then it opens up like so. You have to open them up at the same time so you don't break the spring inside right here. Right here, you see that spring? Let me point it at it. See that? That's a little spring. It comes off very easily if you stretch it too far. So always open or close at the same time of this thing. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks cool. I love the color. So it's nice. It takes me back. That tool, that accessory is really cool. Okay, I figured it out. So this batarang, I thought it was magnetic, so I thought so. So you just take this one off, right? Slide this across to the side, and then, I mean, it's not magnetic now, right? It's not sticking on, like, at all. Now, you open this, you flip this open, like this, right?
then you put it on, now it's magnetic. So it seems like there's a little magnet right here on the inside. So you have to flip it open like that, then you put it on. And that's what I thought. So yeah. And now I want to talk about these little things. I have 3 of them. Okay, these are smoke bombs used at the chemical plant. When Batman threw these down to the ground and the smoke bomb will come out. You never actually see those things, but yeah, it's one of the props. I think Hot Toys received the props from Hollywood, and so I think that's why they made those little things, which were never really seen in the movie. So yeah, and then these are shurikens or bat wheels or whatever you call them, and they were also never seen in the movie. But in Sam Hamm's drafts, in one of his drafts in the movie, he was supposed to use these on one of Grissom's villains who held Gordon hostage at the chemical plant, but that was never used. So yeah, and you got this. That's about it. And when it comes to accessories, I'm not gonna lie, those face plates are not enough. Seriously, they're not enough to me. I like the smiling one, but I wish there's that battle damaged version, non-smiling version, right? He's smiling, and that's cool, but I want a non-smiling version with the battle damaged pieces on his face, right? And this, I wish they used a different one, but it's fine. But I think it's fixable. I can take this off and just try to move that teeth back a little bit and move it up. It might improve the face sculpt, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I think it needs more expressions. Yeah, that's it. Okay, what I got is this really nice base of the bat symbol, bat emblem, and it's got the name tag on there. It looks very nice. Really, it looks really nice. It says trademarked on the end of the name, so that's interesting. But here's the problem. It does not light up. Okay? It's completely sealed. It looks like you could put batteries in, but no, it does not. They just sealed it, so there's no battery compartment. Okay, it's just a lazy reuse. So see right here, you can't take it off or anything like that. So the original DX09 version, it had batteries on there, and I assume you should touch that. I mean, this one's taken out too. I think there used to be a switch right here in the back, but I think they took that out. So yeah, it does not light up. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
there are other reviewers that are reviewing the same figure, the 2.0 Batman. They keep saying, oh, it lights up, it lights up, it lights up. No, it does not light up. There's no battery compartment, nothing. It's sealed up. There's no switch, there's no light switch, nothing. It is just a basic base. It's a really nice one though, but just so you know that. Once you put this in, and if it clicks in, it's done. You can't take it out. I think. I mean, maybe you can take it out. I'm gonna try. If I try to take it out, I'm screwed. I don't think you can take it out as easily. I might. I'm gonna try. Oh, it's hard. So you have to push it really hard. Wow. You have to use the utmost strength. Okay. Now I got this on. So, and then it's a crotch grabber. And now he can stand. Finally. So, yeah. It looks very nice. As you can see, he stands on the fat emblem. It looks really, really nice. I like it.
Alright, all I gotta say, this is a really, really long video. It lasted longer than I expected. I did not think it would last this long. Well, I wouldn't say it's a good figure. It's not good if I had to spend more money for custom parts like the cape and the face plates and some other things to make it better. I mean, if it costs me $300, I should not be spending more money for other parts to make it better. You know what I mean? So for $300, this is a major dud. Do I recommend it? No, absolutely not. I would recommend you to just look elsewhere and just be patient. Try to be patient and wait for a really good Michael Keaton Batman to come out in this scale. This is probably the worst release I have ever seen coming from Hot Toys. I don't own any Hot Toys, so, but I don't think it's a good figure, honestly. I do plan on keeping this figure because I'm a sucker for 1989 Batman, but I might just sell it if I see a better version of this scale, you know? So, or maybe I'll just get a Batman Returns if Hot Toys decides to make that, or get a Batman Flash version. But I think this figure is phoned in. They rushed to put this out because they wanted to release the other one, which is the Batman from the Flash movie, the modern version. So that's probably why this figure is like all kinds of bad, because this figure was not their priority. So yeah, and again, I don't recommend you to get this at all, especially if you are a Batman 1989 fan. It's not accurate to the movie. I mean, this figure does not come right at you directly from the movie. That's what I'm saying here. It's not accurate, right? It looks good. It feels nice, actually. It feels like a high quality figure. It really is. It really does feel. It still feels like $300, but it's not really $300. You know what I mean? Because the accuracy is way off. The faceplate with the funny looking teeth. I don't know what they were thinking when they released that or greenlit that. That was just dumb. But the grinning teeth, that one's definitely Keaton, and that looks good. But other than that, I think this figure is pretty much a dud, because even though I spent $300 for this, I have to spend a lot more for custom cape and custom faceplates, which cost me more than $100. So that's practically like $400 or $500 of getting this figure. You might as well just wait for Jackson to make a more screen accurate Batman 1989 or Batman Returns. They're currently working on a Catwoman right now. I think they'll pull off a really, really good looking Batman figure. We just have to, I mean, I'm a sucker, so I caved, but I should have waited and I should have been patient and just got the Flash version instead. That would feel like a more quality figure, and it looks like Keaton there. Even with the mask on, it looks just like him. So I should have just got that one instead. And now I regret that decision, because now I'm stuck with this old 10-year-old Batman figure that's inaccurate, even more inaccurate than the 1.0, and faceplates looking off, all three of them. I mean, only one is the grinning teeth, but even that looks off with the body, with a clean body, so it just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more. And keep in mind that I do not collect 1/6 scale figures. I don't collect those. I only got this one. This is the only exception. But I don't really collect 1/6 scale. Just keep that in mind. So if you want to subscribe, only if you want to see me review more 1/12 scale figures. And I have so many 1/12 scale figures to review. They are all still in the box, and I'm still behind. So just stick around, and I'll be reviewing a lot more. So see you soon.